It's time for the shortest version of Coffee with David. My name's David, and this is coffee. Hi, Sassy. Are you joining me in my coffee? I got Braylee out here with me. She's just playing in dirt. I'm just swinging and drinking coffee. See if I can swing with coffee in my hand. Ready? Gotta put my arm on the other side. Boom. Boom. Crushed it. What's really unfortunate is recording with a really white background because it makes my teeth look extra yellow. And I'm sure, oh hi Norton, I'm sure the coffee does not help either because I know coffee can stain, but it's so good. So I decided to do a coffee with David today because of one reason and one reason only. Two reasons actually. First reason is you all ask for coffee with Davids all the time. I am not doing well with keeping up with coffee with David, so here I am making a coffee with David. Number two reason is the important reason. This topic comes up from a question that was asked over on YouTube very recently. I'm not pointing this out to be mean in any way. I'm not pointing out to be, I need somewhere to sit my coffee. I'm not pointing it out to be like, hey, don't comment, or I don't want to discourage comments at all, ever, unless they're troll comments. But no, this was a genuine question, which we get this question a lot. I've even made a video specifically about this question on, I believe, more than one occasion. So here's another. And I understand why we get this question often. I mean, Braylee's the coolest. There's always new you showing up and watching our videos. And you may have not seen our videos addressing this question or come across it or seen it even in the comments. We do reply to this question a lot in our live streams as well. It's so common, and no matter how many times I answer it, it just has to be answered again. Hey, Sassy. Hi, bud. So Sassy is not our cat, neighbor's cat. Anyways, let's get back to my coffee real quick before I reveal the question of the day. I'm gonna say the question even though it gets asked in like 500 different ways, but here's the general question of it all. Are you and Stacy going to have more kids? That's the question. Are we gonna have more kids? And I know I said this is gonna be a short coffee with David, but I realize it's not gonna be short. If you were looking forward to a shorter video, I'm sorry. That question opens up a lot of commentary, I would say. One of the things I have to say about that question, I understand it's not meant to be disrespectful. I understand that. It's not meant to be taken the wrong way. I understand that too. We get asked that question a lot. I don't want you to feel bad for asking it if you've ever asked it. That's not the purpose of this. This is just some information. When that question is asked, for me personally, it bugs me. It really does. One of the big reasons why it bugs me is because for me personally, I would love to have another kid. I would have loved to give Braylee a sibling, but it's not in the cards for us. I'm not going to go into too much detail. I'm just going to say it's just not going to happen. And the reason why it bothers me when I say that question a lot is because does it hurt a little bit? Just a little tiny bit? Maybe just a little, like, oof. I mean, Braylee's a pretty awesome kid. Another Braylee running around would be pretty fantastic. It's not in the cards for us. We're okay with that. We've come to accept that it's not going to happen. We have to realize too that it's okay to only have one kid. It's okay to have 0 kids. It's okay to have a ton of kids. The thing is, it's really only me and Stacy's business when it comes to, it's a very personal question. When you do ask those questions, you don't know someone's past. You don't know what kind of health things they deal with or what kind of loss they may have experienced. And maybe they don't want to talk about it. Maybe it's something that they've been like leaving on the back burner, and that question just brings up some past feelings that really puts you in a bad place. I just think it's not a very appropriate question to ask because you don't know what someone has gone through and what kind of emotions that's going to bring up. I used to say that question. I'm just as guilty as anybody else. I've asked that question before. But I've learned. I've learned that it probably isn't an appropriate thing to ask because you don't know what someone's going through. If they want to give out that information, they will. If they don't, they won't. The second thing that always comes up with this topic, and I know it's going to be some of the questions in this video, so I'll just say it right now. No, we do not have plans of adopting. I'm not talking bad about adopting in any way. I'm not saying that it's a bad idea. I'm not saying that we may never think about it, but for right now, no, we are not going to be adopting or look into adoption. We have so much focus that goes into Braylee. We don't want to take away from our attention to Braylee and her needs because she definitely needs 24/7 care. We don't want to take her away from that. Again, not saying adopting's bad, not saying that we're never going to think about it. Just right now, our focus is on Braylee. Let's swing this all around to the beginning where the question was asked, are you and Stacy going to have more kids? Or why don't you have more kids? Which that's been said before too. Now you know why. We literally can't. Just remember before, like when you're typing out, are you going to have more kids? Or you're about to tell someone, are you going to have more kids? Just try to think about that twice. Think about maybe the feelings that may be brought up if the person you're asking has medical issues or has had a really bad past experiences as far as like miscarriages or even losing a kid. Like those things are real. Those things happen. Just that one question or comment can bring that stuff back up. Like maybe you don't see it, but maybe when they go into the privacy of their home, it all just flows out. I hope that makes sense. And I hope I don't bust any bubbles, for the lack of a better term. Whew, that's a serious coffee with David right there. That is what I have for now for you. And I hope you enjoyed Coffee with David. I'm sorry it wasn't like full of jokes and stuff and fun topics and stuff. It's just something I wanted to get off my chest, out of my thoughts and into the camera while drinking a caramelized latte. I do hope that everybody's having a great day. And again, I'm not trying to shame anybody for asking questions or anything like that. I'm not trying to say don't comment, because I really want you to comment on our videos. It does help push them out to more audiences. I mean, the whole goal is to reach as many people as possible, right? And so the more comments, the more likes, the more shares in our videos, all that stuff helps our community grow and our videos get pushed out even farther out into the world for autism awareness and acceptance, and then building a community. Like we have a great community here, and I just want to say thank you again for watching as usual, and we will see you in the next video. This was Coffee with David. Enjoy.